Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. I am RoyalMixGaming and today we're going to be going over the new War of the Ruins event. It has popped in Kingdom 2. I have a Kingdom 2 account that I can't actually play the War of the Ruins, but I have some screenshots of what the gameplay kind of looks like. We're going to run over the rules and then we can just kind of see what rewards you get for the War of the Ruins over the course of 5 days. You can do these different events. So I can't actually participate, but we're going to go over the rules. You have to have City Hall 11. Matchmaking is done only for solo players, and it is divided between Season of Conquest and I guess KVK 1 through 3. You may select one troop to enter the battle. Basically, you choose your one pair of march, your primary and secondary commander. Your units are provided just like Champions of Olympia. You're going to periodically get random skills. We'll run over the skills just after we read these. After you defeat troops on the map, you gain those troops. You're basically also going to gain mercenary troops on the battlefield to gain more troops. But as you get more troops, you're going to also march very much slower, so you have to be careful with how many troops you have, because you could get outmaneuvered maybe also. And then the Fire of War is basically like a big circle of fire that's going to close in on you if you don't end the battle fast enough and defeat your enemies. Rewards, you gain victory points, kind of like Champions Olympia. You gain points to get extra rewards over the time of the event. Buffs, basically no buffs from your items, your holy sites, alliance technology, alliance skills, title buffs, lost kingdom buffs, kingdom title buffs, and runes do not apply to the runes or the runes battlefield. Commander restrictions, high level commanders cannot be used until after your kingdom has entered Season of Conquest. I would assume the commanders that are like over 300 days you can't use if you're not in Season of Conquest. Kind of like the same rule where they're splitting Season of Conquest and KVK 1 through 3. Skills, I think you can choose one of these skills, I'm not sure, or it's just a random skill you get applied, like it was saying. Swamp turns the ground to mud, reducing the march speed of troops stuck in the mud by 30%. Agent of Chaos plunges the troop with the most units into disarray, leaving it uncontrollable for 5 seconds. Kind of like Confusion. Meteor Shower deals direct damage every second, damage factor 300 to all surrounding enemies for 5 seconds. Shadows of Deceit summons 2 identical troops to your own troop that move randomly, kind of to confuse. Select Hiring Freeze, select one enemy troop, rendering it unable to recruit mercenaries for a period of time. Effective recruitment, gain 50% more units when recruiting mercenaries, lasts for 10 seconds. Cry Havoc increases troop march speed by 50%, increases recruiting range, and units gained from mercenaries by 100% for 15 seconds. Troops temporarily gain 50,000 more units for 15 seconds for Hyrie. And agents, I can't say that last word, summons 1 band of mercenaries at your current location. Enemy troops do not gain units when recruiting them, instead their march speed is reduced by 20%, and they take extra 50% damage for 10 seconds. I would assume that effective recruitment and the Cry Havoc is a pretty good OP skill to use because you need to recruit as many units as possible, and then anything after that is basically only when you engage your enemy, but they are gained randomly, so you kind of have to see how that works. But I'm going to go ahead and go through a couple screenshots so I can just show you guys the rewards and also kind of just what the gameplay kind of looks like. So here's a couple screenshots. This is from Chiskel's live stream. Basically, like I was saying, you pick your primary and secondary commander. He has a Kingdom 2 account that's not highly leveled, so you would probably be, some of the better marches to use would be like XY and Nevsky and somebody else. Maybe Scipio and like CJ would be some good marches, but I would assume Cav is probably best because it's faster on the field. And then you pick that march and you click match, and you get starting units of I think 10,000, but it could be different for maybe like higher level commanders or maybe for Season of Conquest. It may be a little bit different, but this is kind of the screen that you're going to see. Picture 2 is basically your starting screen. It takes about 5 seconds to start. You start with like 10k troops, and you're going to walk around and have a circle radius that gains these mercenaries that are white. You're going to want to gain as many troops as possible, and basically it takes 2 to 3 seconds to gain these troops once you're in their field range. You don't have to click on the troops, they just have to be within your circle view, so you want to make sure you're gathering as many troops as possible to get the biggest marches you possibly can. Basically, he won this match and he got victory points when he recruited 16,000 troops, and he got up to 94,000 because he defeated multiple different people in the game mode that he was in. Rewards are basically gain 2 victory points, you get a gold key, some experience, some speed ups, and you gain 5 victory points, you get a gold star, a crystal key, a gold key and some experience, and then I think that might be daily rewards, but it may just be for the time of the event, so it's not the greatest rewards. I also have the total rewards, which is a couple materials, 2 blues, an extra gold head for 15 victory points, and for 25 victory points is another gold head. So it's slightly less rewards than the other events like Champions Olympia and stuff, but it's pretty average rewards, so it's a pretty good event. We'll go ahead and go back in game and just kind of look at it real quick. So back in game here, basically this event I think is going to be pretty good to have a lot quicker fun because the matches are a lot quicker than even Champions Olympia. I think the match that he did with his was only like 1 to 2 minutes. Instead of spending 10 minutes on a match, it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 minutes to do a match and kind of get these rewards really quickly, which is really nice, and the rules are pretty simple. The skills are random, so you just kind of have to play it out and kind of test it by yourself. But thank you. I just wanted to get this content to you as fast as possible, so thank you guys for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below with any questions you have over the rules or anything you've seen here today, and I'll see you on the next one.